How many of you have heard the term "what's old is new again"? And I think that that's a term that realistically a lot of people probably have heard of. Things come back around, you know what I mean? Like, look, when I was a kid, used to play, GI Joe, He-Man, all that kind of stuff, and it's back again. It's popular. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the stuff is popular again. So what's old is and will be new again at some point. With that being said, when the Xbox One was first announced, I can remember they announced a bunch of exclusive games right up front, and Sony didn't really have much to go on. And if you guys remember back then, I did a video. It was because Sony fans were feeling a certain kind of way when stuff like Sunset Overdrive, which, Insomniac had pretty much only done PlayStation exclusive games with the exception of Fuse, and they felt a little bit betrayed by that. And, they started petitions for that game. It was like, Quantum Break and Rise and Dead Rising 3. And, people were real upset because Dead Rising used to be like a multi-plat type game, but Microsoft funded the game, and then it was like stuff like Rise of the Tomb Raider was like a year exclusive, but there's a lot of other instances of that. And I did a video that was basically like, shut up and buy an Xbox One if you want to play these games. And I'm going to say the same thing on the Sony side right now, because I'm seeing a lot of whining and crying and, people complaining to Marvel and Disney and, why could you make Spider-Man 2 an exclusive? You're forgetting about your fans. How can you make Wolverine exclusive to PlayStation? What about your fans? And it's like, you know what? Listen, we live in particular, myself, a country with capitalism, right? It's a business. It's 100% a business. Sony has a platform that they're trying to sell people. How do you sell people your platform? You put content out on it that you can't get anywhere else. It's called exclusives. And once again, showing that I was right. So again, you have this situation where people are starting to realize just how right I was, and it makes them look all the worse for it, right? It's like, listen, it just exclusives matter. And I want to get into this because I think it's funny. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Please like the video, at the very least. I would appreciate that. And you know what? I think that it's really important to kind of let people know what's going on with, the channel and stuff like that. It's, slowly rebuilding and all that kind of stuff. Pretty much the only thing I ask for is a simple like. And it pretty much keeps me going. I appreciate all the well wishes and stuff like that. Fought hard to beat, COVID and all that stuff. Back doing my videos and just having a good time with it, playing some games, all that kind of good stuff. So thank you guys very much for rocking me out. Again, just having a lot of fun with it. So I just noticed it, and I thought that it was kind of funny that so many Xbox fans are so pissed off and just so much, like, oh, they're. It's funny because basically Microsoft bought Bethesda. And all the Xbox fans are like, now you got to get an Xbox to play Bethesda games. Good luck playing Starfield on a PlayStation. It's like they're all happy about that. Then when there's a big game like this, like Wolverine or, KOTOR or even Spider-Man 2, which all seem like they're going to be fantastic, it's funny because we see this stuff happen and it's like the level of self-awareness just isn't there, and I don't understand that. It's like it's okay for Microsoft to buy Bethesda, keep all those games exclusive, but then for Sony to do the same thing to franchises that are likely bigger. And I get that Skyrim has sold 30 million copies on 100 platforms over a decade, but for a Spider-Man on one platform to sell over 20 million copies is a hell of a thing. And is a very popular thing. So if you think about it, Spider-Man has been on other platforms before, right? Like, I mean, let's just be real about it. Spider-Man games have been out for a long time. I can remember playing them on like the Genesis and stuff like that. So again, they've been multi-plat, and none of them have sold as well as the one that just came out on PlayStation. So again, it just goes for a couple of reasons. Obviously the quality, obviously also the level of developer, the skill and stuff like that, I think is important to kind of put out there. But I would just implore Xbox fans or whoever, maybe you're like, listen, it's capitalism, it's a business, they're trying to get you to get into business with them. buy a PlayStation 5. That's the best thing that I can say. Look, Spider-Man's probably is not coming until 2023. Wolverine till after that. All the supply shortages will be worked out well before that. If you want to play these games, Sony makes a console for you. It's called the PlayStation 5, and it's a hell of a console. Conversely, like if you want to play, Starfield, buy an Xbox if you're a console gamer, or play it on PC, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be ways around this stuff. If you want to play Smash Brothers, buy a Switch. Like, why? How is this even debatable, or people don't understand why this is a thing? Like, honestly, this shouldn't be rocket science. If you want to play something that's on a platform, support the platform, buy it, buy the game, right? People get so stuck in their ways. Look, as much as people think I'm a fanboy or whatever, I have all the platforms. If there's something that I want to play, I'm going to play it. I'm not going to sit there and, complain about it and go, oh, damn, I really wish I could play this game. Because it wouldn't really make any sense. It wouldn't make any sense because I have the platforms. I'm not going to, the people that tie themselves, and I know I used to do this, I used to fanboy hard for Xbox, but I still like PlayStation. You know what I mean? But it's like people tie themselves to one particular thing and act like it's a being, right? Like, oh, well, better not turn my back on it, better not do, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't make any sense to me because at the end of the day, these are companies and businesses that want our money. They don't really care about us. They're trying to appeal to our business, to their business, by appealing to what we want to play. And that's where I think a lot of this kind of stuff comes from. So I do hope that we see some people act a little bit better when it comes to this and actually go out there and, and do what they can to support just gaming in general. You know what I'm saying? For like I said, all the people that just claim that I'm a fanboy to this or that don't understand that I've owned every Xbox and every PlayStation, and every Nintendo platform, and, every Sega platform. Even going back to, the Game Gears and even the Master System. I got the Master System. Yeah, it was well after the fact because I'm a collector, but it has its charms and it's cool. You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing exclusive to me, and I like that. So for me personally, I just think that it makes the most sense to go out there and just support gaming in general. Quit whining about it. There's ways for you to go out and do it. You have time to save up and get it. Buy the damn console, and same thing for any other console. Like, I don't understand what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just never made any sense to me. So, and it never will. It's funny to me, but I just think that it should be something that's really, really quite simple to understand. If you want it, there's a console for you. There is. It's just, I just don't understand what else to say about it. Honestly, like, Sony has made it a habit of basically completely trashing Xbox, and they continue to do it with their showcase compared to the Xbox E3, and people still act surprised. People keep saying stuff like Xbox is market leader, or Xbox is so far ahead, or this or that, but they're not ahead in any way. They're not, you know what I mean? Like, Sony is doing things the way that people are used to it, and that's paying off for them. You can try to force a change, but it's not necessarily going to work out for you. And I think Microsoft is finding that out, probably in a pretty tough manner. I just hope they stick it out in gaming. But listen, they got all that money. Get something, lock something down for fans. People really want fans, and people really want, things to happen and progress, and they want their games to, to come or whatever. Then ask for it. So. Anyway, with that being said, I would appreciate any feedback. If you guys want to enjoy the content, or if you did enjoy the content, maybe give us a like. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up, crap gamer out.